The story is told about a man who was terribly poverty-stricken and never had a chance to study Torah, never had a chance to study about his Judaism. And one day the tide turned and he became fabulously wealthy. The first thing that he did was hire a Torah scholar to teach him Torah, all the things that he had missed over all those years. And as time went on, he became financially successful in business, and he kept growing in Torah learning, and his Judaism became more and more beautiful. Each year, he would celebrate the day that the tide turned and the day that he became wealthy. Gathers friends together. As time went on, unfortunately, one day the tide turned again and he lost all of his wealth. The time came for that anniversary, and his friends, of course, were sad. And he invited his friends and he said, "Come, let's celebrate the anniversary." And they said to him, "Why are you celebrating?" And he said, "I'm celebrating because it's true that I have lost my money, but the Torah that I have gained, the Judaism that is so beautiful to me, nobody can take away. And that I celebrate." And that explains why. It could be as buildings are being firebombed in the Warsaw Ghetto, there are seders being held during the uprising. That is why during the Spanish Inquisition, deep in basements, seders were held. That is why in the Russian Gulag, there were courageous Jews who would hold a seder and celebrate the holiday of freedom, celebrate going out of Egypt. How can you celebrate if you're in shackles? And the answer is that no shackles in the world can take our Torah away from us. And to realize that and to commemorate that, we actually, right now, we're in the middle of the holiday of Pesach and celebrating our freedom, but we start counting. It's counting the Omer. There are 49 days from the second day of Pesach until Shavuos. Shavuos commemorates the glorious day when the world changed, when the Jewish people received the Torah on Mount Sinai. Right in the middle of Pesach, we celebrate and begin yearning for the giving of the Torah, because we realize and we acknowledge that our freedom is meaningless without the Torah. And with the Torah, our freedom is everything. Have a fabulous rest of Pesach and have a really enriching spiritual experience these next 7 weeks as we prepare to celebrate Shavuos and recognize the glorious gift of Torah.